Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this video I came across about Macy's store, right? And I started digging deep to know what happened and how it happened. And so it happened that a worker there said some right to say something to someone that looked like me, and people were like, people tried contacting them to know if that is true or not, and they said that they don't know anything about it, and so we're like they are denying that, right? So while I was digging deep to see what is going on with them, only to find out that there has always been report about them profiling people that look like me and Hispanic. So it happened that somebody that also worked there also leaks this, that they have a slur for people that look like me. That sometimes when Black people come into the store to buy something, they will make an announcement and use that slur, and you will not know what they are saying except for the people that work there. So sometimes you see them following you in the store. It is probably not because they want to follow you or something. They already had they made their signals or probably communicated using that slur, and all of a sudden you start seeing somebody around you following you around. That is actually disgusting. You know what? One thing I know for sure is that someday they are going to meet their Waterloo. But what I am going to advise you is that shop where you are wanted. Let's get into this video.
Yeah, we're not running on Black people time. Get off the elevator.
Excuse me, what?
You're hurting me?
I'm
Hey,
not
Shaniqua,
you want
this
to
is
see
in the
black
ghetto.
people?
You don't take.
You want to see black
Yeah,
people?
you don't take
How
shit
about
off
you
of me. Yeah, we're not running on Black people time. Get off the elevator.
Excuse me, what?
You're hurting
Excuse
me?
Update to that video. There are a ton of people who are very upset by this. Upset at Macy's, and understandably so. There were a few people in the comments, though, who said things like, this feels fake. This feels staged. And I understand, because that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, this doesn't seem quite real, like really brazen of him. And I went to the profile expecting to see other videos of like skits, and there weren't any. I see a lot of skits lately. That's a thing. People send me like, see this guy being whatever on a plane. No, that's the same plane set I've seen like 80 times. Oh, this racist neighbor. Yeah, no, I've seen that yard used like 12 different stories. And those accounts always have like a ton of those videos. This didn't. It just had other videos of her. So I reached out. And during the conversation about what happened, I asked her straight up. I wrote, and just to be clear, this is something I ask everyone, but this is real and not something staged, correct? She said, no, it's real. I want to sue because they're not firing him. I said, let's see what we can do. She said, this is not the first time he was racist to me. Macy's is trying to put this under the rug. I figured, okay. Look, if this is real, this is terrible. This needs attention. So I'll make the video. And if it's not real, it's going to come out. As this comment says, Macy's said it's a skit. And boy, did they. In comments on all the platforms, even in response comments. At Macy's, we value acceptance, respect, and integrity and do not tolerate discrimination of any type. The individuals featured in the video are not affiliated with or work at Macy's. And then this person said it wasn't the man's paid actor, and they follow each other on TikTok and used a username of this actor. And then they said, we appreciate you clarifying the situation. These are actors posing as Macy's employees. A bunch of people are like, oh, Macy's is just trying to cover their ass. Let me tell you this. The corporate account doesn't come out and say stuff like this. This opens them up even worse if they're lying. If they're just like, we don't know who that is, but they do. This would be a big problem for them. See that username there of that actor? I reached out to him on Instagram. I sent him the video. I was like, hey, people are saying this is you. He says, looks like me, but no, man, I don't work for Macy's. Thanks for sharing, though. I said, the accusation isn't that you work for Macy's. It's that you were doing a scene with her, a skit. And he goes, nah, not me. So to be clear, he says, not me. Although as that comment to Macy's alluded, they do in fact follow each other on TikTok. And that's something else we should focus on. Her account on TikTok. Her name is Stars5679. Obviously, that's not her real given name, but she has one. No, the name that she at least goes by is Pe0ple. This is her Instagram, and she kind of got some headlines just a couple years back for riding the subway with her pet duck, which is honestly kind of adorable. It's not the first time she's been in the news, though. There was also 2017 where she got charged after this wannabe actress / performance artist, which is how she's described in articles, released a bunch of crickets on the subway as part of a performance piece, as part of a skit. When I asked her about all of this and told her that Macy's is denying all of this, she said, "You're going to believe Macy's? They're just trying to sweep it under the rug." Again, it opens them up to a ton of stuff if they're just bold-faced lying and going, "We don't know who any of these people are." But she said that from her account, this account, which again is interesting because it just got set up on June 6th. That's when the very first video was posted. But why did you have to set up that account when you already had your account that's been around for a while? Why'd you have to set up a separate account that didn't have your name on it, a name that's easy to Google and read articles? What sucks most is this kind of stuff actually happens, and when you fake it and make this whole make-believe sketch, it makes it harder for people who actually have had it happen to them be believed. People say "Oh, how do we know that person said that or did that to you?" And even when it's on video, they go "Well, could be just faked." So is she lying or telling the truth? Is Macy's lying or telling the truth? Who am I to know? I'd be interested to know what Macy's is going to do about it, though. People who came on their property and pretended to work for them and did this. 2 customers right there, as well as putting it online and claiming it's very much real. And Macy says it's not. I'd be interested to see what that leads to.
Yeah, we're not running on black people, Tom. Get off the elevator.
Excuse me.
You know, every now and then when I think God was a little overzealous for making me one of her strongest soldiers, I see an incident like this online and I realize that maybe, just maybe, she gives me the other battles because she knows that if she put me in a situation like this, some things I am just honestly not built to turn the other cheek. I am not built to ignore. I am not built to endure, because the fact that he felt so emboldened to say what he said on a crowded elevator, and I believe that is New York, in a crowded elevator in New York, shows me that he probably talks a lot worse behind closed doors, and that is not the first time. So just when you think your life is hard, imagine the type of battles God really could be putting in front of you, because man, I'm just not built for that.
Macy's is racist. Macy's targets black people. They actually have a code to let you know there's a black person on the premises. Let's put up a picture of this whistleblower. His name is Raul Montez Jr. He began working the security. He's basically loss prevention. This is from a Macy's in Illinois, okay? He said they actually have a system to profile black and Hispanic shoppers. He said he was so disgusted with the racism he saw that he refused to return to work until they made changes. Well, looks like they did not make changes because he has not returned to work. He explains his experience being pressured by the store to racially profile other shoppers. He said, and I quote, "I was in a hostile work environment. I felt pressured to stop people. They had a quota. They pushed me, Montez says. I have to be cathartic. They wanted me to stop African Americans and Hispanics."
Not the time. Now is not the time. When the fuck is it going to be time for black and non-black people of color in this country to get some relief from this government? When? Y'all have been saying now is not the time since the beginning of time. That's why we're in this position right now. 2016, now is not the time. Y'all said we all need to get behind Hillary Clinton. So black and non-black people of color, we did. We got in line. And what did y'all do? You split the fucking vote. You are the ones that gave us Trump in 2016. It wasn't us. So don't you come in our fucking comments now talking about we're going to give you Trump. You already gave you Trump. You already did it. 2020 rolls around. Now is not the time. That's how we ended up with Joe Biden. With your now is not the time. And now, Joe Biden is actively funding and supporting the mass unaliving of innocent civilians. Have you read Project 2025? Yes, I have. Have you read it? Look around you. We're living it. Joe Biden is a sitting fucking president. And there's a cop city coming to a city near you. Guarantee it. He just signed a budget that puts more Border Patrol agents and ICE agents in the communities of black and non-black people of color. Y'all are so goddamn short-sighted that you think it has to be Donald Trump required for Project 2025. Why, when Biden's already doing it? We don't have reproductive rights in this country. But now is not the time. What else do you have to lose? We're the ones losing our ass. Because you think now is not the time. You know, this whole thing, our ancestors died for us to have the right to vote, that's bullshit. Our ancestors knew when those people, those white moderates that Martin Luther King Jr. warned us about, he knew that there was never going to be a time for them because they choose order over justice. They choose order over justice. That's why Fannie Lou Hamer said that she was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when I tell you, I know exactly what she means. If not now, then when? And if not us, then who? Our children? Yeah, our ancestors died for our liberation. So be fucking brave. They'll always tell you now is not the time. Because it's never a good time for them, for us to see liberation.
So this is all I got from the stitches. And that video is actually longer than that, but I did not want to put it because they were dragging at some point and all that. So I didn't want that to get into the video. The truth is that I don't know if this is acting, but I does not look like they were acting. I don't think this is new because Black people have been saying things like this on daily basis and all that. But people try contacting Macy's to know if this is true, but they denied it. And a lot of people, I saw also video where Black people said that Macy has a slur for them and Hispanic, which I also did not want to include here. But I don't think this is new. This has actually been happening. Black people have been saying things like this. But there are some things you see and you are kind of confused because you don't understand where some certain things are coming from because all of a sudden, and we are not here for, this is not Black people's time and you are acting ghetto and all that. It is the swipe for me. But then what do I know, Each time I try to talk about some certain things happening here and people are like, I am the one trying to make things look like it's worse and all that. But people have been going through this all it is real, it is happening. And Dr. Rashid, right? I think that, yeah, Dr. Rashid, I think most of you know him. From his distance, I was trying to find out about some certain things about Macy and all that. And then it was there that I found out that they also been having reporting them and their bad character behavior towards people that look like me, and that they had slur for people that look like me and Hispanic. So when you come into the store and you are someone that look like me, there is a word that they will use. So when they use that word, it means go after them, follow them around. But you all already know how they follow Black people around in the store and all that. So it is not new. So a lot of stores also have this, just so you just really need to listen to the announcement when you walk around in the store. Just that you may actually not know that it's that slur is for you, but most stores have that. So when they make that announcement, they know what they are saying. And once they say it, you see them around trying to, like, just follow you around for no reason, and a lot of people are saying it's not only Macy that have that store. Like, there are so many stores. Some said even Walmart and the rest of them. And a lot of people were like, I am not going to shop there anymore. But I am just going to put that video for you so you all can see that. But I don't think it's new. It's been happening for a longer time. And I really hope people know where they shop, because sometimes shopping with people that do not value you, it's like going out to waste your money, and there is no need wasting your money where you are not wanted. There is nothing as beautiful as shopping where you are wanted. Me, I rarely physically shop. Rarely. You rarely see me going out looking on the road or looking on the stores, looking for where to buy things, except it's probably maybe you need to get a particular lipstick. I rarely buy makeup and all of that. So there are some things I don't go to the store to buy. I probably order them online. I know my clothes size. And if it comes and it is not my size, I will send it back to you. So I rarely come in contact with them. Why? I have my reasons. And I appreciate people that I shop with also. Most of them, like, there are probably not all these big stores and all that. There are probably people that have their own brands and all that. You shop there and, like, get what you ordered and the rest of it. So sometimes all these stores can do and undo. And I hope you all, like I keep saying, shop where you are wanted, not where you are shopping and people are following you around, trying to see if you are something that you cannot even steal, like, trying to see if you are going to take something from the store. As in, like, can you imagine having your money shopping, like somebody that went to shop, and people are following you around for no just reason? It's really crazy. Some, they end up calling the cops on you because they feel like you have so many things in your cart. What a life. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.